Alright, in this video I'm going to show you the exact creative strategy behind brands doing 100k a day. And at the end of this video I will give you an AI prompt to fully understand your customers' pains, their behavior and their desired outcomes in under 20 minutes, which normally takes you at least 8 hours. So before we dive into this, why should you listen to me? Who am I? Who is this guy on your screen? Well, this is me right here, and this is my co-founder Thomas. And in the last 3 years, we have ran a content production agency, creating thousands of ads for multiple 7- and 8-figure e-commerce brands. We have built a lot of experience with all these years working for all of these different e-commerce brands in 13 different niches, and we have put all that knowledge, all the intel that we gained from that into one system, which is called Creative Engine OS. So in there you will learn exactly how to set up your creative strategy and your in-house content production so you can hit these 100k days as well. If you want to find out more about that, there's a link in the description. Alright, so there's a common misconception, and that's that scaling to 100k a day is all about just making more creatives. But this is simply not true. It's not all about making more creatives. It's about making creatives with intention. Because if you don't, and if you just start producing, it's not going to hit your audience, or it's not going to resonate with them, and it's going to be very hard to make sales that way. So what you then will have is, I'll show you this graph right here, is that let's say you're pushing 100 ads per month and you have a hit rate, which is the amount of winners, the amount of ads that turn into a winner in percentages of 1%, scaling is going to be very hard. So out of the 100 ads that you are pushing in a month, only one of them becomes a winner. It makes scaling very hard. It's wasting a lot of time. It's wasting you a lot of resources. It's burning out your team. It's very frustrating to deal with. And ultimately, it's just very hard to scale this way. If you can upgrade your hit rate to 12%, where all of the 100 ads that you're pushing, 12 of them are now becoming a winner, that makes scaling a lot easier because you have a high winner ratio. The production is way more efficient. It's actually scalable, and it takes you less time to find winners, which means that you will scale faster. Because this is what most brands are doing right now. They have an amazing system or process on the outside. They're pushing a lot of creatives, a lot of different angles, a lot of different formats, a lot of different hooks, different scripts, etc. And from the outside, this looks very good, right? This is I would like to use the analogy of a rocket here, all right? From the outside, it looks like they have built a great rocket. But the fuel of this rocket sucks, right? It's their creatives that they're actually making, they're not good, and that's why their hit rate is on 1% or 2%. So they're putting, let's say, car fuel into a rocket, which of course is not going to work. And this showcases why scaling to 100k a day is not just about making more creatives, but it's actually making more quality creatives, because this is what's going on here. You're focusing on quantity instead of your quality. Now, I'm not saying that quantity should go all the way down and quality should go all the way up. I'm saying that this should be in harmony. And this is how we're going to do that, because there are 3 pillars that determine the quality of an ad, which is the customer research, first of all, creatives research, and the feedback loops. And if you have these 3 set up and in place, you are going to hit these 100k days. So let's start with customer research. The goal here for you is to understand your customer. We want to know what the current state is that they're in. What are their problems? What pain points do they have? Which solutions have they already tried? Which objections do they have? And what is triggering them? And then we want to know their desired state. So what are their desired outcomes? When do they feel relief? What results do they want to have? And what goals do they want to have? Your product, it's this little ship right here, is just taking them, it's about taking them from their current state to their desired state. So let's say you are selling a product that helps with neck pain, all right? Their current situation is that they have neck pain. They might feel stressed, they are not comfortable in their body, and their desired outcome is to finally not feel that neck pain anymore. And your product is bringing them from feeling neck pain all the way to not feeling neck pain anymore. The way that we find out what these are, so what their current state is and what the desired state is by researching. And that's the customer research I'm talking about. So normally we use 3 different softwares for this. We have Answer the Public, then we have Amazon Reviews, and then we have Reddit. So let's dive into Reddit here, which is the absolute king of doing customer research. I am looking for people that have problems with their neck hump, all right, and with neck pain. So as you can see, you have all these different threads right here. people that are asking questions about what they can do for their against their neck humps, and then people offering solutions, or maybe saying, yeah, I'm also experiencing this. And within these conversations, you can find very valuable information, like the desired outcomes, like the pain points, etc. But of course, it's going to take a lot of time if we have to read all of this and we have to note everything down. Originally, this was the way you were doing it, right? You were noting things down in a document and reading all of this. But now we have our ChatGPT, of course. So what we do is we find all of this inspiration, we put it in one doc, or all of this information, we put it into one doc, and then we send that to ChatGPT. And like I told you, I'm going to show you the exact AI prompt on how to do this at the end of this video, which I used right here. So what I did is I actually did the prompt, and then I just copied all of the Reddit posts in there, right? I just took them like this, opened them up, copied all of it, boom, copy it, then put it into chat, and these are just some different threads, right? Oh, as you can see, a lot of different threads here, a lot of information for ChatGPT to break down and give me the information that I need. So as you can see here, the main problems that are mentioned is the poor posture causing a visible hump, and pain or tension in the neck, in the upper back, and in the shoulders. These are the most users talking about. Loss of motivation, no visible progress is also a big one. Embarrassment, shame about their appearance. And we can use all of these problems in our scripts and in our hooks. And that's just going to make our ad very good. It's pre-validating the thing that we're putting into the ads. So then I asked ChatGPT to make a detailed problem elaboration. So what he did here is he actually took the information, and he's telling me now when this is occurring, the cause for this occurring, the sensation that these people are feeling with the poor posture, what is triggering it, the duration, it's daily, it's a chronic habit, their relieving factors, which they're already trying, and the impact on their daily life, which is of course very important. So we use all of this information. What I do now, he did this for all of the problems. I'm not going to go through everything, but this is very, very valuable. And what I asked here is just place it in an Excel table. Boom, there you go. And now we have it all in one go, as you can see. So here's the summary about all the problems. And these are all the problems elaborated with links to the exact threads. He also worked out the personas for us and the main takeaways and what we can do and how we can use this in our ads. So you put all the information into the table, and into ChatGPT, and then into the table, and you have very valuable information to now use in your ads. So that's how you do the customer research. Now let's dive into the creative research, which is just as important. The goal here is to find content that works. So we start by finding organic viral videos on TikTok and Instagram. So why are we searching for organic viral videos instead of viral ads? And that's because organic is a lot better at validating our ideas or a particular video. So we again put down neck hump right here. And these are the videos that we are seeing. So what we want to do here is we want to search for similarities in different videos, and we want to find organic viral videos. So we are mostly going to look at videos that have a lot of likes, because these are usually ads that are working very well. So let's have this one. This is a guy laying on a bed, before and after here, and he is explaining, he's giving tips to people on how to fix their neck hump, right? So he's explaining that. Okay, interesting. Now we look forward, we see another guy here who is doing this. We see another physiotherapist right here. He's also giving instructions on how to fix your neck hump. One right here too, 288K in likes. He's not loading, but again, some sort of expert, some sort of doctor talking about how to fix your neck hump, right? He's giving tips. Yep, he's giving tips. All right. Then I got one. Okay, person lying down. Here, another one. 5.6 million likes. All right. Again, you have the image of a neck hump and like an expert of physio giving tips. And as you can see here, 780 saves. That's really, really wild. That's a lot of saves. So I'm seeing the similarities here, right? I'm seeing a person, like an expert, some sort of doctor. I'm seeing before and after pictures, as you can see here, and it's giving instructions on how to actually fix it, right? So now what we want to do, we want to actually save these videos. And we want to reverse engineer them. So what we're going to do is we take these videos. So as you can see, this is the same video as that we have right here. And you're going to reverse engineer this. So what are they doing? Which B-roll shots are they using? What are they saying? What is visually going on in the video? So here they have a hook with a before after. And in the hook, it's just a very clear instruction on here's how to fix your neck hump. So people have this pain, and in this video they're going to find out exactly how to fix it. Then he starts with the instruction. He continues with a demonstration, and then we see, hey, this man is now pitching a product. So it's a transition to the product pitch. So he's saying, now if you're really serious about fixing it, if you want to go one step further, you should actually buy this product. He's introducing it. As you can see, this is the blue wave, right? And this is a great option. Then he's demonstrating the product with a visual while he's explaining about the product and about the benefits. And then comes the CTA. Okay, he's saying there's a massive discount right now. There's a sale tag in the video, and then a very clear CTA. Click the link in my bio of my profile, and he's sitting there, and there's a visual of his profile and where people can find the link. So when we do this with like a few different ads, we get a very clear understanding of the structure of an ad and how we can do this, or the structure of that particular video, and how we can like copy this and then make it our own. Then there's a program which is called Triatria, and this is very handy for saving different ads. As you can see here, what's going on is that you can you also have a Chrome extension for this, and you can save all of the ads that you're finding. So you can save videos. As you can see here, I can now save this video through Triatria, and it will be in my account, and we will have a swipe file. Let's see if they show it here. Boom. As you can see here, you can save the ads, you can build different boards, and then you can also let's see here, there you go, save the ads, and you can also let their AI do breakdowns of these particular videos. So this is really good. And if you want to use a free trial, if you want to start your own free trial, you can click the link below and get started immediately. I would very much recommend using this program because it just makes your creative research so much easier and faster. And the last one is feedback loops. And the goal here is to have a functional and a improving team. So in the end, the difference between doing 10K a day and doing 100K a day is your team, right? You cannot do everything yourself, and you don't want to do everything yourself. So you should start building your team to go to 100K a day. And then it's very important that, of course, your team is functional, but also that it's improving over time. And that's why we have feedback loops, so that everyone is at all times aligned with what is going on in the creative strategy, which ads are working, which ads are not working. So what does a standard team look like? This is, in my opinion, after working with more than 100 brands and seeing how they were producing it and us actually producing the ads for them, we have seen that this is the most lean and best team that you can work with. So first of all, the most important part of your, I would say one of the most important parts of your team is the creative strategist, and it's their responsibility to do the customer and the creative research, to do script writing, the briefings to the rest of the team, feedbacking of videos, all of these things, right? It's the core of your team. And then you have the video editor and you have the designers, and their responsibilities are very clear. It's just about editing videos and designing aesthetics. And you might use the designer also to like design some product imageries for on your landing page or whatever. And then you have, of course, the media buyer, and this is the person that is responsible for scheduling and analyzing the ads. And in the end, you have the UGC/influencer managers, whose responsibility is to find new creators and to build good relationships with these creators. So the UGC/influencer manager is providing content for the creative strategist, the video editor, and the designer to then use to build new ads, for the media buyer to then schedule and launch them, and in the end, analyze them. So now, how do you let this team work in harmony? First of all, it's very important to understand that making content is always in a cycle. So you start with researching, like I showed you, the creative research, the customer research, and also analyzing. And what I mean by analyzing is watching the previous ads that you launched to see what worked and what did not work. Then you go to script writing / briefing. Then you go to filming, then you go to editing and designing, and then you go to testing. Content always follows this cycle, and most of the people will tell you the faster you go through this cycle, the more content you can make, and then the harder you can scale. But this is not entirely true. Like I said, it's very much about optimizing every part of this cycle. So yes, going faster will make more content. You will be able to make more content faster. But like we showed in the beginning, when we go all the way back, you will have quantity when you go faster through this cycle, but you won't have the quality. And that's why we are optimizing each step of the cycle. Let's go back here. And that's why we're optimizing every step of the cycle and not just about how fast we go through that. And how do we do this? How do we make this content cycle better? That's with performance meetings and with creative coaching meetings. And these are the feedback loops. This is the way to improve our team after every cycle. So after every cycle, we do these meetings to then report to the team which things are working, which is not working, and to find out more and work towards a common goal. So we start with the performance meeting, which is one of the most important parts. And it's sort of more with the strategic team. So it's with you as the founder or the CMO, the creative strategist, the UGC/influencer manager, and the media buyer. In this meeting, you're going to review the winning ads. You're going to review the failing ads. What ads are actually scaling the account right now? And you're going to set up new hypotheses and creative A/B tests. What things do we want to test next week? What things do we do not want to test? Are there new personas? Are there new angles that we want to work with? Are new products coming, etc., etc.? So you want to do this weekly. You really want to be on top of the performance, and you want all of these people to know what the performance is, right? Not just the media buyer. The creative strategist should know which ads are working, which ads are not working, and also the exact reasons why we think that they are working and that they're not working. Also, it's important for the UGC/influencer manager to know this, mostly because they need to find new creators. So if they see that creator A is working very well, they can start working on finding more creators like creator A. This is one of the reasons why it's important to have everyone in this performance meeting, because everyone is learning. Because then, of course, the video editor and the static designer are not in this, and this is mostly a strategic meeting, but we have separate meetings with them, which are bi-weekly meetings. And these we call the creative coaching meetings, which are with the creative strategist and the video editors. So if you have one video editor, it's just going to be the creative strategist and the video editor. Creative strategist can also be yourself, of course. And if you have multiple video editors, then you're going to put them all into one call, and you do this one bi-weekly. In this meeting, you will review the winning ads, you will review the failing ads, you will connect the results that you have from the performance meeting to certain editing elements. So how did we do the editing? Which visuals were working? What was not working? Just so the video editors also get a good understanding of what is working and what's not. So then you can add new editing guides here, and you check the new batch, preview them, see if everything is going according to plan. And you do the exact same thing with the designer. So I now showed you that customer research plus creative research plus feedback loops equals a higher hit rate, because you are building with its intent. You're not just pushing out more creatives, but you're actually looking at which audience am I trying to connect here? What are their pain points? What are their desired outcomes? Let's go back here a little bit. All right, what's their current state? What's their desired state? Our product is just a vessel bringing them from there to there. Then we look at which videos are going viral and reverse engineer them, find out exactly why they're going viral, why they're working. We look for inspiration and we save all of that. We are then building feedback loops with our core team, right? We are upgrading our content cycle. We're making it go faster, we're making it better. And we're doing this with the meetings. And all of these things actually make our hit rate go from 1% to 12%. Which is making scaling a lot easier. But it doesn't stop here, because now we are finding more winners, but we want to iterate, because to get the most out of your winners, you want to build iterations. So let's say we have 3 winners. We now want to build different iterations to squeeze the maximum amount of performance out of these videos. So here you want to do like hook variations, different creators, different editing styles, maybe faster videos, maybe some longer videos, some different visuals, etc. Because what's happening when you build iterations is that, let's say say winner 1 is able to produce 400K in revenue. Winner 2 is able to produce 200K in revenue, and winner 3 is doing 100K in revenue. Normally, the ceiling would be right here. But now with iterations, we are squeezing the maximum amount of performance out of them, and we are actually upping the ceiling of revenue that one winner can get. Next to that, we also expand the lifetime of an ad. So where an ad would normally run for, let's say, 1 month, we can now, with iterations, make it run for 1.5 months or maybe even 2 months. So that's really the power of iterations and why it's so important. So now the AI prompt that makes all of this possible, that makes it possible to go from hit rate 1 to hit rate 12, to understand your customer completely, their pains, their behavior, their desired outcomes in just under 20 minutes. Like I showed you, normally you have to go through Reddit, you have to read all of these comments, you have to go through every single one of them and note everything down. Now it's really easy with just this one prompt. So here we go. The input you will give. You will receive Reddit links to post and or comments about knee complaints or whatever the problem is that your product is solving. Only use these Reddit sources, no external data, no assumptions. So we put the links right here, and then here are the tasks. Step 1, problem summary. Create a short scannable list of the main problems mentioned. Each bullet must include how often it appears. Then we have step 2, a detailed problem elaboration. For each problem, make a structured section with clear sublabels. So here we have the format. When is this occurring? The cause of it. What are they feeling? What are the triggers? What is the duration of this? What are their relieving factors? What is their impact on their daily life? Step 3, persona profile, based on this Reddit data. Build a data-driven persona summarizing the pain, the emotion, and their motivation. And then step 4, the top 5 takeaways, which are the ad insights. Create 5 short, powerful insights for ad copy or messaging. Each should summarize an emotionally strong and recurring pattern. Example, many seniors fear losing independence because night pain keeps them from sleeping. So then we have some rules and quality standards to make sure that this prompt goes well. Use only Reddit user content, no assumptions or outside sources, only facts from Reddit itself. Every claim must have a direct quote plus link so we can actually find it and know that this claim is true. Bold labels for clarity, keep writing compact, factual, and emotionally grounded. Focus on frequency and emotional truth, not speculation. We want to only have real facts. No paraphrasing without attribution. Stay close to the user's own words. And always begin with step 1 summary before you go into deeper analysis. And this prompt will give you the exact format like I showed you. It will give you the exact summary of all of the problems. It will give you all of the details of that certain problem. It will then give you the personas and the main takeaways that you can use for your next scripts and for your next ads. If you want to find out more about how we've scaled dozens of e-commerce brands to 8 figures using our Creative Engine OS, then click the link below and book a call. You will also find a link to a free Triatria trial right there and a link to the AI research prompt. Good luck.